Okay, so there's a new handheld recorder on the market called the Tascam Portacapture X8. Look at this big, huge, colorful touchscreen. Touch sensitive, and it can do 32-bit float recording too. Onboard effects like EQ and reverb that you can bake into the recording. Application presets, auto gain, 4 XLR inputs with phantom power, multi-tracking, podcasting, Bluetooth functionality, tuner, metronome, cold shoe mount, built-in speaker, AB and XY stereo configurations. Yeah, but how does it sound? Well, let's compare it to 4 other popular handheld portable recorders. The Tascam Portacapture X8, which came out in December 2021. The Roland R26 came out in 2018. The Zoom H4n Pro released in 2016. The Zoom H5 came out in 2014. And the Roland R26 released way back in 2011. So first I will compare the stereo XY mics on each device. My mouth will be positioned about 1.5 feet away from them, and I will be using a windscreen. Then I'll do another set of recordings from the same distance and add a little post-processing like compression, EQ, and noise reduction. See how that makes them sound. Then I'll compare the XLR mic input of each recorder using a condenser shotgun mic like the Sennheiser 416 I'm going to use. I'll be about 1.5 feet away and see how that does. And finally, I'll do some post-processing on that Sennheiser mic to see what that brings forth. The Roland R27 won't be compared in those tests because it's the only one that doesn't have any XLR inputs. Now, each recorder will be assigned a letter for each segment, and at the end, I'll reveal which is which. Here we go. You are listening to Recorder A. How does it sound? Is it okay? Does it sound good? Does it sound great? Does it sound like something you hate? Recorder B is now what you hear, a fine piece of plastic, a fine piece of gear. But is it a buy or is it a sell? Or does it belong somewhere in hell? And here it comes, Recorder C. A lot of potential, you might agree. Or maybe you don't, and that's quite okay. Maybe I should just throw it away. Up next we have Recorder D. Could let you touch it for a nominal fee. And then when you do, maybe you'll smile. Or maybe you'll cuss me out for a while. And now we have one last device that hopefully will sound kind of nice. For that's what we want. High quality. I want it for you, and I want it for me. Let the process begin, a comparison. I will not stop until I am done. When I am done, I think you will know, 'cause there will be no more video. Competition is fierce in this audio test, trying to find out which is the best. Some will do good, some maybe not. Some I will wish I never had bought. But I think some will shine like a bucket of gold, while others I might be putting on hold. For I am kind of picky, this I confess. It's got to stand out. It's got to impress. They all might sound good. It may be a rap. Or it may be they all sound like crap. It's a little subjective. Everything is. How you perceive it is none of my biz. Just trying to get to the bottom of this. Which is a hit and which is a miss. Which one will fall short. Which one will excel. Hopefully, I'll be able to tell. Now we move on to an XLR mic to see if this input is something I like. It's sure to sound different, but by how much? Maybe a little, maybe a touch, maybe a lot, maybe a ton. Maybe I will be having some fun. You never can tell, you never do know just what will happen, which way it will go. I hope for the best, I plan for the worst. I wonder which one will come in first. Will it be the Tascam X8? They say that it's awesome. They say that it's great. Or will it be something from Zoom that is recorded here in this room? And then there's Roland hanging around. Maybe they will take everyone down. Post-processing is something to use, something to help. Just don't abuse. Just takes a little, never a lot. Sprinkle it on. Why the hell not? Usually it helps, without a doubt, to make it sound clearer and smooth it all out. It's worth a try, I must assert. To see how it does, it's not going to hurt. EQ is your friend, compression your buddy, so that your track don't sound so muddy. We want it to be so very clear, something that is pleasing to hear. Well, I have enjoyed this. It's been a blast. I never did think it would go so fast. But here we are at the end of this test, and now you must choose which recorder is best. Hold on, one last test. Let's see which one does the best with some acoustic guitar and singing from around 6 feet away.
I've a nice little house in a county with grass. I've a plant garden growing by my door. I've a shelter for the hens and a stable for the ass. What could a man want more? I don't know, maybe so. But a bachelor's life is easy and it's free. But I've lots to look after, though I'm living all alone. Sure, nobody's looking after me. Father often tells me I should go and have a try to find a girl that owns a bit of land. And I know the way he says it, that there's someone on his mind. My mother has the whole thing planned. I don't know, maybe so. It would mollify them greatly to agree. Now there's little Bridget Flynn, sure it's her I'd love to win, but she never has an eye for me. Oh, she never has an eye for me.
These candles are fake, just so you know. They're not real.